Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day practice question first. Question was 44th Chess Olympiad 2022 is being held in which of the following cities? Hyderabad, Mamallapuram, Madurai or Thanjavur? The correct answer is option B, Mamallapuram. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 44th International Chess Olympiad, the world's largest chess event at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Chennai. The Olympiad is being organized from 28th July to 10th August 2022 at Punjeri village in Mamallapuram, located 50 kilometers away from Chennai. Hence, option B is correct. The Olympiad was originally scheduled to be held in Russia, but it was not held there due to the Russia-Ukraine war. India seizes the opportunity to host a high-profile event for the first time. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements with reference to Ramsar sites in India. 1. Recently 10 more sites or wetlands of international importance in India have been recognized as Ramsar sites. 2. Now the number of Ramsar sites in India has increased to 63. Which of the above statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change announced that 10 more wetlands or sites have been added to the existing Ramsar sites in India. Hence, statement 1 is correct. After this announcement, the total number of Ramsar sites in India has increased to 64. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The new Ramsar sites include 6 wetlands in Tamil Nadu and 1 each in Goa, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha. 64 wetlands covering an area of 12,50,361 hectares have been designated as Ramsar sites of international importance in India so far. With the addition of 6 more sites, Tamil Nadu has a total of 10 Ramsar sites and it now ranks first in India along with Uttar Pradesh. Next question is, who chairs the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs? Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, Minister of Commerce and Industry, or Minister of Home Affairs? The correct answer is option A, Prime Minister. Recently, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved the highest fair and remunerative price, that is FRP, of 305 rupees per quintal for sugarcane. FRP ensures a guaranteed price like MSP for sugarcane producers. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs is chaired by the Prime Minister, hence option A is correct. Cabinet committees are organizational tools to reduce the excessive workload of the Cabinet. Cabinet committees are not mentioned in the Constitution of India. However, there are provisions for establishing these committees in the rule of business. Next question is, what is the main objective of SERB Sure scheme? Training unemployed youth to launch startups, enhancing research capabilities in state universities and colleges, ensuring the safety of packaged food, or providing nutrition to pregnant women. The correct answer is option B, enhancing research capabilities in state universities and colleges. Recently, the Science and Engineering Research Board, that is SERB, launched the SERB Sure scheme. It has been launched to enhance the research capabilities in the universities and colleges of the states. Hence, option B is correct. SURE stands for State University Research Excellence. SERB is a statutory body of the Department of Science and Technology. It promotes collaboration for quality research between state and private universities and colleges. Next question is, who will host the UN Security Council special meeting on counter-terrorism to be held in October 2022? China, USA, France or India? The correct answer is option D, India. A UN Security Council special meeting on counter-terrorism is to be held in October 2022. This meeting will be hosted by India, hence option D is correct. India will chair this meeting 2 months before completing its term, that is 2021-22, as an elected member of the UNSC. The meeting will focus on challenges such as terrorism financing, cyber threats, and the use of drones. Next question is, the Hindu Widow Remarriage Act 1856 was passed during the tenure of which Governor General? Lord Dalhousie, William Bentinck, Lord Canning, or Warren Hastings? The correct answer is option C, Lord Canning. Indian social reformers had emphasized on widow remarriage to improve the condition of women during the British Raj. The greatest contribution in this field was made by Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, a member of Brahmo Samaj and Acharya of Sanskrit College, Calcutta. Due to his efforts, widow remarriage was declared legal by the Hindu Widow Remarriage Act of 1856. This act was passed during Lord Canning's tenure. Hence, option C is correct. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to the Central Consumer Protection Authority. 1. It has been constituted under Section 10(1) of the Consumer Protection Act 2019. 2. It aims to protect consumer rights by curbing unfair trade practices and false and misleading advertisements. Which of the above statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The Central Consumer Protection Authority, that is CCPA, has issued 24 notices against e-commerce companies for unfair trade practices. CCPA was constituted under Section 10(1) of the Consumer Protection Act 2019. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It aims to protect consumer rights by cracking down on unfair trade practices and false and misleading advertisements. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. This authority will also have the power to ban misleading advertisements and impose fines on the manufacturers, vendors, or publishers for disseminating misleading advertisements. Next question is, who will be the next Chief Justice of India, that is CJI? Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice U.U. Lalit, Justice Hemant Gupta, or Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia? The correct answer is option B, Justice U.U. Lalit. Chief Justice of India or CJI N.V. Ramanna has recommended the name of Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, that is U.U. Lalit, to the government as his successor. Hence, option B is correct. As per the convention, the incumbent CJI recommends the name of his successor only when he is requested to do so by the Ministry of Law and Justice. CJI Ramanna is retiring on 26 August 2022, after which Justice U.U. Lalit will take over as the 49th Chief Justice of India. Justice U.U. Lalit's tenure will be only for a few months. He will serve as the Chief Justice of India till 8th November 2022. Next question is, under which state's new tribal land policy tribals can keep 50 bighas of land with them? Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, or Assam? The correct answer is option D, Assam. Under the new tribal land policy, the Assam government will allow a tribal person to own 50 bighas of land. Hence, option D is correct. This policy is likely to be implemented from 2nd October 2022. It will increase the existing limit of land owned by a tribal person from 8 bighas to 50 bighas. According to the 2011 census, 12.4% of Assam's 3.12 crore population are tribals, who mostly live in western Assam. Next question is, satellite-based navigation system NAVIC is related to which of the following countries? China, Russia, India, or the European Union? The correct answer is option C, India. The central government has stated that India's satellite-based navigation system NAVIC is as good as the US GPS in terms of its accuracy and availability. Hence, option C is correct. Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, that is IRNSS, is officially called NAVIC. This regional navigation system has been designed by ISRO to provide accurate positioning in and around the Indian mainland. Its satellites are placed in geostationary orbit or GEO and geosynchronous orbit or GSO at an altitude of about 36,000 kilometers. The system was designed to cover an area of 1,500 kilometers in and around India. Last question is, Udyam Sakhi portal is an initiative of which of the following ministries? Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, or Ministry of Food and Processing Industries? The correct answer is option C, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. As per the information provided in the Lok Sabha, 4,207 women have registered on the Udyam Sakhi portal so far. This portal was launched by the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, that is MSME, in March 2018. Hence, option C is correct. It aims to provide information about the government's schemes, policies and programs to women entrepreneurs. This portal helps women to start and expand their businesses. Now it's time for the practice question. Who has won India's first medal in the high jump recently? Lovepreet Singh, Tulika Man, Tejaswin Shankar or Saurav Ghoshal? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.